Do you play any sport? No?
I like swimming.
Swimming? So good. Well, in all the sports we have motion. Do you know what is motion?
No.
Motion is the movement you do. When you play, you, for example, kick the ball when you play football. So you are moving your leg. Or maybe when you are swimming, you are moving your arms. Yes?
Yes.
So you move your body, or you maybe move a ball. Yes? Well, could you tell me any sport where you use a ball? Any sport, football, for example, basketball, yes. Tennis, like this ball. Volleyball, yes. Baseball, yes. Golf, for example. A lot of sports use balls. So we are going to focus on the movement of the balls in the sports. So, for example, with these balls, tennis balls, what we can do?
Maybe.
Play, yes. And if I put the ball in the table, what is happening to the ball?
What is the ball doing right now?
Okay.
Nothing. It's static. Doesn't anything happen to it? So it's just static. But what happens if I just push? What happens to the ball? It moves. Yes, it moves. And why move? Because the ball wants to move and just decided to move? Or what? Why? Because I touch. Yes, because I put a force. For example, I have this ball, yes, tennis ball, and this ball, could you tell me if it is heavy?
No.
Not so much, yes. And what happened with this ball? This is heavy?
No.
No, but what ball is heavier than the other?
I think this one.
Yes. So, if I have the two balls and I push the ball here and here, they are static, they don't move, but maybe if I blow the less heavy ball, what happens? Moves. Yes, it moves. And the other one, no, it doesn't move. Why? Do you know why? Why doesn't move the ball and the other one moves? Because this is heavier than the other one. Yes? We're going to see a video. I want you that you pay a lot of attention to the video because we are going to ask you some questions. Okay? So you need to pay a lot of attention to the video. But before we see the video, we are going to make a workshop. Yes? This is the workshop. So 3 minutes.
Like 14 years old, we are for grade or elementary?
No, 5. No, quinto. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not the grade.
What's the grade you were supposed to be? It is the quantity of matter in a physical body.
Okay, so which square? What color of the square? Purple. Purple, very good. So we are going to match. The second word is stable. What is stable? You number one.
Not changing or pattern.
So we are finishing our first activity and we are ready to see our video. So pay a lot of attention because behind of the paper, in the other side of the paper, you have the other activity that we are going to do while we are going to watch the video.
Okay, so guys, remember that we're going to watch a video, and while you listen to the video, you have to check. You have to read the statement and say, okay, I think that's true, or I think that's false, based on the video, okay?
So we are going to read the statements, and while you are watching the video, you are going to check if it is true or false. So, could you help me read the first statement? We're going to check the answers. We're going to pick one of each group to answer the statements, okay? So, what happened with my marker? Please, could you help me with the first statement? Please, it is true or false, and read it, please.
Okay, guys, now that you've learned about the three laws of motion with all the explanations that Daria gave you, we're going to make a short reading. So, we are going to read three mini stories, three short stories. And I want you to pay a lot of attention because each text, each story is representing one of the laws. So, you are going to be given in a moment this story. So we're going to read it, and you're going to identify which story is representing each law. Okay? So before reading, we have some vocabulary, something that maybe you can know about. And as Daria mentioned, when you move, you're doing what? You're doing an action. You push something, you touch something, you kick something, or you jump. All that are actions. So here we have some actions that are going to appear in the reading.
So, please stand up, and we are going to do some of the actions. Stand up, please. All.
Stand up.
For example, if I say to jump,
Jump, everyone jump. Higher.
if I say to fall, everyone close stand up again. To run. Nice. Very good. To throw me something.
Throw it air. No, just air. Let me be. We are doing an imaginary throwing.
Imaginary.
Okay, so another words that are going to be in the reading that maybe are unknown for you are, for example, backyard. Maybe here we don't have that space in the home, but basically it's the space you have at the back of your house. As I mentioned before, the idea is that while we are going to read the stories, we are going to pay a lot of attention to notice which law is represented in each story. Because at the end, you have to write that on that piece of paper, okay? So, while we finish, I need your help to read, okay? So, Laura, could you please help me read until here, until hi? How? You, I'm sorry. Try to read louder.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucy and today I want to...
Okay, so we already read the stories, right? We even mentioned some of the laws that were mentioned in the stories. So now we are going to put that in these boxes. We are going to say this first story is about the third one or the second law, depending on your opinion. And also, you have to give some reasons. Say, no, we think it's this because in the story it says the ball is heavy, and here it says the more mass, the more force is required, or something like that. So you're going to fill these boxes with the law and the reasons. Is it better now? Do you understand what you have to do? Yes. Law is missing. The first one, it is also called the law of inertia, right? Okay, so Enrique, what are your reasons and what do you think that is?
Which one?
The last one. The
The
third
last
one.
one, because the ball is not moving, is because it's lazy, and so it wants to be there. Otherwise, if we kick it, then it will move.
Basically, is that a body, object is going to remain in the same position or state unless you do something to it. Okay?
So guys, in pair, we are going to do the part of the creation. This is going to be the last stage of the class. So first, we are going to choose a video on internet of our favorite sport movie. One general rule is that it must have a ball. Okay? So what we have to do is to write in the notebook like a kind of history, trying to get a relation between the notes that we have been learning the whole class and with the video that we watch. So we'll give an example for this activity. Okay? You have to explain how it moves. You have to explain the cause, like which one.
So basically, guys, this is going to be in pairs, and you are going to choose one sport you like. Something important is that a ball must be in that sport. Football, volleyball, whatever you want. And you are going to describe what is happening to that ball. Is it moving? Why is it moving? What happened to it? You are going to do. And also, after doing that, after describing what is happening in the video, just describe like 1 minute of the video or something really short. You're not going to describe the entire match, no. And also you have to write short sentences to explain where and how the three laws of motion are represented in the video. You're going to write 3 sentences. 3 sentences, okay? So you say, no, this law is represented here because the ball was static and then it was kicked, so it's moving, or something like that, okay? Yes. We have an example of this.
So the example, this is a ball match, a football match. The ball is static until the player hits it. That's an example of inertia. So in this one, we are going to see the first law. That is the thing that we have to do in the exercise. The ball will stay until someone moves it. The player kicks the ball with a lot of force. And we continue looking at the topics. The ball flies a lot. That is an example of the law. And for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay? So now you can take your cell phone. If you have the computer there, you can watch the computer, the video on the computer. Be sure that it's short because it's going to be
Just few seconds or maximum 1 minute of the video, okay? So let's
You read the example, please. You tell us the sport that you choose, read the sentences, and explain.
This is a tennis match. The ball is pushed with a racket and it flies. It's strong and put force in the ball. The ball goes fast. That is second law.
The second law?
And the ball fly again. So 3 laws.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
the third law.
The third law. Okay. Very good. So now, Enrique, you please your group give us the sport that you choose and read the sentences and explain. All of them? Yes, or 2 of them?
Okay. So we have ping pong. That is the sport we chose. This apply acceleration because they need to make a force, a higher force, in order to make the ball move forward. So yeah, they actually kick the little ball and it start moving. But it is not moving unless you apply that force, so you also have inertia. It's not moving unless you apply that force. And action and reaction when the ball action and reaction when the ball goes from racket to racket. So yeah, you have a reaction there as well. Because, yeah, it triggers.
Now we are going to give an assignment So you can work on it a little bit at
For the next class.
On the next
For the
class.
next class. I like your work.
In this activity, what you have to do is fill the gaps, okay? So 5 sentences with some of the things that we worked in class, some of the verbs that we saw and related with work. So this is the example. I like soccer. And here we have the words. So you have to choose one and to put it in the gap. The example is I like soccer, I play every weekend at the park. So you have to do the rest at home and deliver next class. Okay?
Thank
you.
Guys, that was a quick activity. So I think that's it for today's class. Thank you so much for your attention. The main idea was for you to see that these 3 laws are applied almost in every aspect of life where movement is involved. So, anything else to say? Thank you so much for participating, for your time, and you're an amazing student. Thank you so much.
I really like the idea of teaching physics in an easier way. I mean, if we contrast private schools of bilingual schools in English or Italian as well, they teach mathematics in Italian or in English. They teach physics in English, literature in English. So we have to be up to par with that level. So this is CLIL, right? Content Language Integrated Learning. It's awesome, and there were some things that I didn't know that I actually learned in this class. So thanks so much.
Thank you for your comment. It was really good. Who else? An opinion, a suggestion, a joke, or something?
I really like the activities. The activities were great. You managed well the platform. I just want to give you a suggestion about the CCQs because I only saw one CCQ through all the class and was from there. So pay attention to the CCQs because this is a very complicated topic for a 2-year-old kid. So it is very difficult to provide CCQs to the constantly in order to make them understand what they have to do. Because of course we understand because we are on a higher level, we have a great ability of English, but they are not so fluent in English as we are. So probably there will be some confusion, some kind of disagreement between them that you have to face up between the kids. And minor things as a pronunciation and all this stuff that I think is remarkable. In general, I really like your plan.
Thank you for your suggestion. We will take into account what our practices.
Okay? But in spite of being a very difficult topic, you see how it's clear the way the exercises are applied to authentic assessment, how students can identify the topic in real life situations. That's what matters. That always what we teach has a lifelong experience. Otherwise, it would be just memorizing the rule. But if I don't know how to apply, so the balls, with this type of exercises on lots of motion, you can use a lot of TPR, total physical response, so students to get attention. And of course, it is necessary to pay attention to how to grab the students' attention, like the CCQs, how the students can come back to the class, because they are older, but with their kids it takes more time. It is not very easy. But thank you so much for the great experience. And this is just like a snack for what is going on next semester. Yeah?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Okay, that's it.
Very well.